Hello, everyone. This is Denise at Something Beautiful Handcrafts, and thank you for watching. I want to thank all of my subscribers, especially the doll subscribers, for hanging out with me for the past like almost 2 years. This has been an interesting journey because when I got Addie almost 2 years ago, I just wanted an American Girl doll, and I wanted a doll to make some historical clothes. I had not expected to go on this journey. I had not expected to have all these dolls or clothing or little model rooms. That kind of wasn't the plan, but that's how it turned out. And I gotta say, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I have lots of different hobbies. I think you know that. But this has turned out to be very enjoyable, surprisingly, because I was just not a doll person as a child. So I don't really have any aging nostalgia. This is all new, like adult me nostalgia. Okay, so fast forward almost 2 years, and I'm going to try not to hit the camera over and over again. But here we are with this doll. Now, I think about maybe it was 2 months. I can't believe that's gone fast too. I said that I was about at the end of my doll collecting journey. That does not mean I'm at the end of like this channel. Oh, we have lots of things to talk about. But I have my collection to the point where um, this is what I have pretty much what I want. I thought it was going to take a lot longer. Like I thought American Girl dolls are expensive. And I'm not exactly rolling in dough here. I'm like working my butt off, self-employed gigs here and there. And so I really thought this was going to take a long time. And I have a thing for retired dolls, and most of historicals are. And actually, I should do like a little count of my collection. I want to say that at least 75% of my collection is retired. So like there it is. Not counting the newly retired Truly Me dolls, because I don't have any of those. Well, now I do. But anyway, like everybody's retired, so I had to really look for some of these dolls. And it seems I have a thing for dolls that are more rare. So I really had to look for some of these dolls. And I have scoured everywhere like a hawk. Alerts on eBay, alerts on Macari, digging through Poshmark, watching Facebook Marketplace like every day, going through the thrift store like 3 times a week. I mean, I was really looking for stuff. And seek and you will find. And that certainly has been true. So it took me a lot less time than I thought to amass these dolls. And a lot less money because I have found dolls everywhere. I found them at the thrift store. I found them on shopgoodwill.com. Like I said, I found them on eBay and on Macari and on Facebook Marketplace. They just seemed like dolls were just coming. People were sending me dolls from my Facebook friends. There was like dolls everywhere. So now there are a lot of them. And so let's move on so I don't talk like for 20 minutes. This doll right here. And so I'm building my collection with historicals, different face molds, different skin tones. I ran into this doll right here. So for the most part, I have every doll I want. There's a few things that I would add on, but they're going to be create your owns, like a dark skin classic mold, a dark skin just mold, things like that. A different skin tone for the Joss. I think I can get that with Maritza. Maritza. I think so. I think she's a medium skin tone, so she's different from Joss. So I've been trying to get this variety in. And one thing I didn't have was a dark skin Josefina mold. And I just thought that'd be very pretty. So I was on the search, and that's when I found out about Truly Me 80. And Truly Me 80 at that time was like up until a few months ago was a current doll. And so I spent more time collecting these retired dolls. They came past me at good deals because you never know when you would see some of them again because they were more rare. And they were really good deals, like number 43 for 20 something dollars. So I didn't want to pass up these deals. So I kept putting her on the back burner. And then it came time for the benefit sale, and I had money for one doll and I was going to go for 62. I didn't wind up getting her, so I went for the boy doll, which I see was a wise choice. And I did not get 80s. I didn't push it because I had some other dolls that were more important at the time. And then she was also on eBay, but I needed to get Ivy. And so I kind of passed that up for Nellie and Ivy. And she was a really good price on eBay. So I figured, when she rolls around again, I'll get her. Well, that was like 6 months ago. And she didn't roll around again. And so I thought, well, I'll just, go ahead and budget for her, save for her, sell a few scarves. And then I would get her from American Girl, then the Bombshell. And I was like, oh. So they have her, the dark skin Josefina mold. And I don't know what number she is now, but she has gray eyes and that Tootsie Roll color hair. And I don't like that. And I mean, like, if you've seen what is it? It's like the strawberry or cherry flavored Tootsie Rolls? And so it just kind of reminds me of a brown Tootsie Roll and the strawberry Tootsie Roll wrapped around. No offense if you like that, but I'm not that adventurous. I don't really do colored hair or unnatural colored hair. It's just not my thing. It kind of reminds me of Tootsie Rolls. So I didn't really want her. I didn't want her with the gray eyes. And for me, I just don't want to spend new doll money for a doll where I'm going to pop her eyes out and take her wig off. I'd rather reserve the new doll money for new dolls that I want that come the way they come. That's just kind of my thing. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be really diligent and do the best I can looking on eBay. And if you ever looked on eBay for dark skinned dolls, with the exception of like 46 and 47 and Melody that are like free flowing around and the occasional Eddie, they're really hard to find. And so I looked and looked and looked and looked. And when you look under 80, she wasn't there. And or they had new 80s, and I didn't want to pay a new price because I have a budget and I really want to stick to this buying a doll secondhand if possible. And looked and looked and looked. And there's all kinds of different ways to search instead of putting in a doll name. But I couldn't find her. And so, maybe a couple times a week I would sit down, just type in American Girl and scroll through all of the listings. Because sometimes people will list a doll and they won't put any description at all. So you can't search by eye color or skin color or, no, you can't do that. They just type American Girl doll in good shape with clothes. And so you kind of have to scroll through all the listings. You can also do a photo search, but she wasn't coming up that way. So on Saturday, which will probably be last Saturday by the time I post this video, I was scrolling through, looking, and the picture popped up. And I was like, wait, is that her? Or was it going to turn out to be Melody? And when I clicked it, I looked, I was like, oh, that's her. And it was a really decent price, but I wanted to see if I could just get just a little bit cheaper. And the person was like, no, and I totally understand. I was just trying, but I was totally willing to pay the price that was asked for. So I went ahead and did about it. Now, I'm not even sure if I want to tell you what the price was. It was like a steal. This person, it was a buy it now. So that was the price that they wanted. It wasn't like an auction where the person could have gotten more and I felt bad. That was the price they asked for, and they could have gotten a whole lot more. But I'm very grateful that this was the price that was there, because that meant that I could afford the doll. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. Now, as you can see, she's in a square box, which means that she's probably sitting. And I'm not going to have like a fit because like the collector person that I've become is like, oh, you should send her standing up. But the doll person that I was before this, which wasn't much of a doll person, knows that it's a doll. Like, to collectors, it's a collector's item. To most people, it's a toy. And so what is it going to hurt it being mailed sitting down? Not at all. And I always crack that this beats my kit mummy. If I can find a picture of that kit mummy, I'm going to put it on the screen again. And I don't think I can't remember if I unwrapped that kit for my kit video. I don't think I did, but she was wrapped in bubble wrap, and then with the Amazon bag over top of her, and then completely wrapped around in clear packing tape. And like a mummy, like you could clearly see the shape for that she was a doll. It was hilarious. It was on my steps. I'm like, wow, this is just too funny. She made it safely. That's all I have to say. I feel like I've had so many kit dolls. Okay, so this particular girl, I mean, I really could not have asked for a better doll. I'm going to have to stand up. You have to, please excuse my stuff in the back. It's all my paper crafting supplies. But you can see the tree sticking up in the back. And I got that branch of tree in order to put it into the doll houses. And, I mean, Thanksgiving is coming up really soon. So I still have 4 more dresses. They're all cut out. I just need to assemble them. And so 4 more dresses to go. And so I'm going to probably do the video on putting the doll houses or doll rooms together the day after Thanksgiving. Okay, and here she is. I really thought it was going to take me more time to get all the dolls I wanted. Alrighty. Here this lovely doll is. And I'm just going to stand her up. She feels really nice and heavy. She can't be that. I mean, well, of course she can't be that old because she only came out, what was it, 2018? And we discontinued 2022. So she doesn't even look that old. As far as I can tell, there's no marks on her body. She has on the boy doll shoes, not the shoes that go with her outfit. So at some point, I will buy this Truly Me outfit. I don't really like it. I mean, it's like a hoochie skirt. So I don't really like it. I just don't really like it. But I would like to have a Truly Me outfit for all of my girls who came without their outfits. So I will probably get this one. That way I'll have a different outfit for every Truly Me doll. I only have like 6 or so Truly Me, something like that. So she looks pretty great shape. She does not have, yep, she has regular underwear. I don't remember when they stopped using perma panties, but it suddenly occurred to me after I paid for her that I was like, oh no, I hope she doesn't have perma panties. She does have her tag cut off, but that's not going to be a problem because she's never going to leave my collection. Oh, yes. Oh, okay, wait. I have to, give me a moment. Let me smile. This is something, I know this is really strange. This is something I always wanted. And it's kind of funny because it looks like the person who had the doll tried to erase it. And I'm glad they didn't. Look what's on her butt. So that explains why she looks fairly, clean. They did try to get rid of that. I'm glad they didn't. So now I can have a doll that I can definitely say came from display from the American Girl doll store. And you know what? The lady who sold this to me came from Columbus. Makes me wonder if this came from the Columbus American Girl doll store. Very interesting. Okay, so how cool is that? You know, I just love these little teeny, like, American Girl doll tidbit thingies. Like the little strange cuffs I found in Ivy's shoulder from the doll hospital. Okay, so here's the hair. And as far as I can tell, it is all there. You could use a little wash, but this is not a terrible thing. Just a little hot water, a little rinse. And she looks okay. I was trying to see if she had the bad eyes. But I'm guessing as a visual display doll, she probably does not have the bad eyes. And the eyes seem okay to me. I'm not really sure. Oh, she's really stiff. Like she really hasn't been played with much. Really stiff head. If she's been played with at all. I don't know. Okay, well, at any rate, I think she looks absolutely great. At some point, I'm going to, well, probably when I pull everybody down for the holidays, I will make a series of videos, and I want to line them all up by molds, like Kyla Susan did, because I thought that was pretty cool. And within those different molds, I'll be able to line them up by skin tone. And then I want to line them all up by skin tones and just show you the difference between this darker skin tone and McKenna's darker skin tone and the Eddie dark skin tone versus the, who is it, Gabrielle's dark skin tone. So that would be cool. And then all the mediums is really cool. All right. Wow, I can't believe I talked for 15 minutes. I'm really getting good at talking here. I'm thrilled, basically. I'm actually really thrilled about this particular doll. And I actually thought of a name for her, which is record for me because it took me almost a year to name those ones. I'm going to call her Mercy. I know that's like a weird name. And I don't want to name a doll a name that I know somebody who has a name. And I don't really watch like TV shows. So I don't have like a TV show where I want to give somebody a name from. Not really. And I know, I'm trying to remember who, oh, I think it's Melanin AG. She always gives her dolls these cool names like Honor and stuff like that. I wonder if she has a doll named Mercy. I feel like maybe she did. Maybe that's why it came to me. But I thought that that would be a good, unique name for her. I think it kind of fits. So that's what I'm going to be calling her. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and talk to you soon.